It's Chris.
Hello?
Yes?
Hello?
Hello?
Oh, hi. This is Defense 36 from chat. Well, I'm not in chat right now, but what's your opinion about the 13-inch MacBook Pro?
Well, I think it's 13 inches.
Besides that, I mean, it's a crap load cheaper, but
Right.
and you don't give up too much firepower, I guess.
Well, that's the accurate assessment. You know, I mean, in terms of the money that you would spend on a Mac, certainly it is more affordable. You don't get everything, but it gets you in the student bracket, at least economically speaking. I think it makes a pretty good first entrance into the world of computing on OS 10. You know, in comparison, you know, I've got a 17-inch MacBook Pro here, a 15-inch downstairs. You know, certainly a little more expensive, but you know, it's smaller. You know, it's got as much power as I think most people would likely use. And even if they were, you know, hardcore gamers, I think they'd, you know, find that most of what they would need a computer for would be handled quite amply by the MacBook Pro. Any one of them, whether it's the, you know, a MacBook, a 13-inch MacBook, a 15-inch MacBook, or a 17-inch MacBook, it's all just contingent largely on the budget. I've always argued that you should spend as much as you can afford, always. Of course, as a student, though,
Yeah,
it's a different story.
And the hard drive space is also pretty good. I mean, I have an 80 gigabyte MacBook Pro.
Right. Well, you can also, I think, there's obviously, I think, let me go here to Apple. Give me a second. I think you can actually upgrade the storage too on the MacBook. Here we go. It's MacBook. Even.
Oh, I didn't know
See,
that.
look, even quicker study. They're totally trying to market this to students. Absolutely. 13-inch MacBook. Now, you were talking about the MacBook Pro, though. The 13-inch MacBook Pro.
Yeah.
Well, if I had a choice between a MacBook and a MacBook Pro, I'd take the MacBook Pro every time. Hang on just a second. Yeah, so you can upgrade memory.
And there's only about...
Yeah, you can
there's only
upgrade
about
memory, you
a
can upgrade hard
$200
drive space. Can't really upgrade much else. That's really all you'd want to upgrade, though, on here. That's on the 13-inch. You can go up to 8 gigs. Not worth it. I'd go to 4 gigs, and you'd be fine. Hard drive space, get as much as you can afford, although looks like... Oh, you can get with a solid-state drive. 500 gigger, you add $200. 160 would probably, you know, suffice. The one thing that I appreciate most about the MacBook Pro 17-inch that I have is that I think it's a 7200 RPM, although the 17-inch that I've got is a couple, or is it one generation old? It's not the unibody. But it's, you know, it's no slouch. It's a 7200 RPM though, 500 gig hard drive on here, at least that I know of. Give me a second. Oh no, it's only a 200 gig, but it's a 7200. What they have available right now, it's substantially higher than what was available when I ended up getting mine, which was again about 2006, about 3 years ago. I've had this MacBook Pro for about 3 years. I've had the iMac for a year. I've had the Mac Pro for a little over a year, about a year and a half. So, which is nice.
Yeah, but do you think the great price difference is a big deal? Because it's only $200 more bucks than the 13-inch MacBook, but you only have about 13 more gigabytes.
Well, you know, I think you're dealing with more than just that. I mean, you've obviously got the screen real estate, the weight of the notebook is also a factor. I mean, if you're going to be moving around a lot, I think you would want to sacrifice on size and weight more than if you're not moving around a lot. Like here, I never, you know, I do travel, but you know, when I do, it's not a big deal with the 17-inch. Whereas if I was a student, I'd probably be looking into more lightweight options, as most people likely are. I don't think a demographic for a 13-inch MacBook. I'm a demographic for a 17-inch, power user. But I see no need for me to upgrade. As a new computer, if I'm budget conscious and trying to Mac for a first time, certainly a 13-inch MacBook Pro would be quite compelling. And I think I'm sorry, I was just looking at it, but I didn't notice the starting point. Right there. Looks like a starting point is right around 1,200, which is really compelling. Really compelling. I mean, especially if you want to run OS 10 and or Windows on the same computer.
Great. Thanks for taking my call.
Sure, no worries.